just when it seemed like Heartland was quietly riding off into the sunset. A stunning twist no one saw coming has reignited a wildfire of interest and it's not happening where you'd expect. Whispers of cancellation, dwindling press coverage, and fading spotlight had fans bracing for goodbye. But then, something extraordinary happened. A surge, not in Canada but in the United States. Suddenly, this humble Canadian family drama found itself topping charts on platforms like Netflix and UPTV, captivating millions of American viewers who had never even heard of it before. But why now? What changed, and how is Heartland nearly 2 decades old beating out flashier, newer shows in one of the toughest TV markets in the world? The answer is stranger than you think, and it could hold the key to the show's unexpected revival. What we discovered about Heartland's secret rise might just flip everything you thought you knew about the series and its future. Trust us, this is not just another success story. It's a quiet revolution. And by the end of this video, you'll understand why Heartland may be far from finished, and why the best may still be yet to come. Heartland's international fan base isn't just impressive, it's become a global movement. A rare and powerful force reshaping what a family drama can mean on the world stage. What began as a quietly beloved Canadian series has transformed into a full-blown cultural phenomenon, with a fan following that transcends borders, languages, and generations. From the heartlands of America to the crowded streets of Tokyo, from countryside homes in Australia to cafes in Germany and Brazil, viewers are tuning in, not just watching, but deeply connecting. They're binging seasons late into the night, launching fan pages, analyzing every twist, and flooding social media with fan art, emotional tributes, and passionate theories. And this groundswell of global love isn't just noise, it's power. Real power. It's the kind of organic, grassroots momentum that streaming platforms and networks dream of. Behind the scenes, this unstoppable fan engagement is influencing key creative decisions, from which characters return, to how storylines evolve. And yes, even whether another season gets the green light. For producers, a show with this kind of emotional reach isn't something you quietly shelve. Not when millions are still watching. Not when hearts are still invested. And definitely not when so many critical storylines remain unresolved. Now, while there's been no official word on Heartland Season 19, the atmosphere is electric with speculation. And the whispers are growing louder by the day. Industry insiders are hinting that a major announcement could land as early as May or June 2025. If history tells us anything, it's that Heartland loves a dramatic pause. Renewal announcements often drop just weeks before cameras start rolling, so this current silence, it might just be the calm before a major storm. And if the rumors are true, if Heartland is poised to return, it likely won't be a simple continuation. It could be something bigger, something more ambitious. Think expanded story arcs, higher stakes, surprise returns, and a season designed to redefine the very legacy of the show. One thing's for sure, Heartland isn't just surviving, it's evolving. And if Season 19 is on the horizon, it may just be the boldest, most emotionally charged chapter yet. When a television series lasts as long as Heartland, nearly 2 decades of storytelling, growth, and global connection, every behind-the-scenes decision becomes more than just a production choice. It becomes a matter of legacy. The stakes are no longer just about ratings or renewals. They're about protecting the soul of something that millions have grown up with, leaned on, and found comfort in. For Heartland, that soul has always been inseparable from one character, Amy Fleming. And at the center of Amy's story is the woman who has brought her to life with breathtaking authenticity since day one, Amber Marshall. From the very first episode, Amber's portrayal of Amy has been nothing short of iconic. Not because it was flashy or over the top, but because it was real. Her performance, layered with compassion, quiet strength, and emotional honesty, has resonated with viewers in a way few TV characters ever do. Over time, Amber and Amy became more than just actor and role. They became one in the hearts of fans. Their journeys ran parallel. Viewers watched both women grow up, face heartbreak, triumph, tragedy, and transformation. Amber didn't just act the role, she lived it. And that's why, for millions of devoted fans around the world, the thought of Heartland without Amy Fleming is not just unsettling, it's almost unimaginable. And yet, uncertainty hangs in the air. Over the past year, rumors have begun to swirl speculation about Amber Marshall's future with the series, especially as she explores exciting new paths in her personal and professional life. Though she's made no formal statements about leaving, the silence speaks volumes. In a show where so much is built around one character's journey, even the possibility of change sends ripples through the entire fandom. Behind the scenes, showrunners are likely facing one of the most difficult creative crossroads in Heartland's history. How do you evolve a series so rooted in one person's story if that person chooses to step away? Or even just step back? But this isn't just about one actor. It's about the very real human toll of long-term production. 2 decades of filming in Alberta's often harsh and unpredictable weather. Year after year of emotional, physically demanding scenes. The pressure to keep raising the bar while honoring the past. That kind of commitment wears on even the most dedicated cast and crew. And while this doesn't necessarily signal an end, it does signal a shift. We may not be looking at cancellation, but rather transformation. Heartland Season 19 could look and feel different. It could arrive later than usual. It might explore new timelines, focus on emerging characters, or even restructure its core to reflect real-life changes in the cast's availability and creative energy. Still, amidst all this uncertainty, one truth remains clear. Heartland is more than just a show. It's a sanctuary, a shared experience, a story that became a part of people's lives. And that story doesn't end with a single decision, it evolves with the people who've built it and the audience who refuses to let it fade quietly. Whatever lies ahead, the future of Heartland will be shaped not just by contracts or calendars, but by love, the kind of love only a show like this can inspire. Over the years, Heartland has seen many beloved characters grow, evolve, and even move on, but few departures stirred as much speculation and emotion as Georgie's gradual exit from the main narrative. Introduced as a spirited, determined young girl with a gift for competitive jumping, Georgie quickly became a fan favorite. Her bond with Amy, her underdog story, and her rise in the equestrian world offered younger viewers a fresh and inspiring arc. Yet, despite her reduced screen time in recent seasons, the show's ratings and emotional resonance have remained impressively strong. This tells us something important. While Georgie holds a cherished place in the Heartland universe, the true emotional gravity of the series still lies in its original roots with Amy, Jack, Lou, and the soul of Heartland Ranch itself. It's the timeless themes of family, healing, and home that continue to anchor the series and pull viewers back season after season. But just as fans were beginning to settle into the rhythm of recent seasons, an explosive rumor has reignited passion and speculation across the fandom. The possible return of Graham Wardle as Ty Borden, since his heartbreaking on-screen death in season 14, a moment that sent shockwaves through the Heartland community. Fans have mourned his absence deeply. Wardle's decision to step away was deeply personal. He left not in scandal or disagreement, but to explore new creative avenues, focus on his spiritual journey, and launch his podcast. Time has come, and yet, the possibility of his return, even for a fleeting moment, has stirred something powerful. Imagine it, a brief vision, a flashback, a dream sequence, or perhaps something more spiritual, reflecting T's deep connection to Amy and the land they both loved. Any form of return would be an emotional earthquake for fans. But let's be clear, this wouldn't just be fan service. If done with care and authenticity, T's reappearance could serve as a cathartic, full-circle moment. It could allow Amy to gain closure in a way that reflects the themes Heartland has always championed: grief, healing, and the enduring power of love. Of course, for such a monumental scene to take place, Amber Marshall's involvement would be essential. Her chemistry with Wardle is legendary, and their characters' bond define much of the show's emotional core. So where does that leave us now, right at the edge of a defining moment, a crossroads where past, present, and future collide? On the surface, all signs seem to suggest that Heartland is far from finished. Streaming numbers in the US remain impressively strong. The fanbase, as loyal and passionate as ever. The stories still unfolding, still tugging at heartstrings. But anyone who's followed Heartland closely knows longevity comes at a cost. No series, no matter how beloved, can run forever without evolution. Behind the scenes, hard conversations are likely underway. Production costs rise, schedules shift, cast members grow, change, and sometimes move on. Life doesn't stop just because a show has become timeless to its audience. And yet Heartland endures, not with explosions, cliffhangers, or spectacle, but with something far rarer in television today: quiet resilience. A show that continues to thrive because of its emotional truth, not in spite of it. That's the magic. That's the miracle. Heartland has always been about more than horses, ranches, or even romance. It's about healing, about family, about the kind of strength that grows in silence and the kind of love that doesn't fade. So, if season 19 becomes reality, and all signs suggest that it just might, it won't just be another chapter. It could be the chapter, the one that answers the lingering questions fans have carried for years. The one that welcomes back familiar faces or finally lays certain storylines to rest. A season built not just to entertain but to honor, to celebrate. A legacy nearly 20 years in the making. Imagine the possible return of Ty, not necessarily in body, but in spirit. Imagine Amy's next step, not as a grieving widow, but as a woman rediscovering her strength and purpose. Imagine the Heartland Ranch no longer just a place, but a symbol of everything the show has come to represent: love, loss, growth, and the unbreakable bond between people and the land they call home. Season 19 could be more than a continuation. It could be the emotional crescendo, the powerful, heartfelt culmination that fans have been unknowingly waiting for all along. And if that's what's ahead, then we're not just witnessing the survival of a TV show. We're witnessing the making of a legacy that will echo long after the final credits roll. Now it's your turn. What do you think? Does Heartland still have more stories to share? Or is it time to bid a heartfelt farewell? I can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinions, insights, and theories are what truly make this community unique and special, so don't hold back. If you enjoyed this deep dive and want more content just like it, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and tap the bell so you're always the first to know when a new video drops. Thank you so much for taking the time to be here with me today. I genuinely appreciate each and every one of you. Until next time, take care, stay passionate, and I'll see you in the next one.